lovelies. I'm making a vlog to document my new life out of materialism, away from San Francisco, which I used to love, but became a nightmare quickly. I'll show you my old apartment. This is my old neighborhood where I worked and lived on Francisco Street. This was my office back behind here. My apartment was right over there, and up the street on that hill was my work site. So COVID really brought to a head how much unhappy I was, and how much it wasn't worth continuing on my life and career here, even though I had the perfect job, the perfect apartment, the perfect commute, in the perfect city. I was fucking miserable, and it's time to end that. So I'm moving on, and I hope we can all move on together. Please follow my journey. Hopefully you'll find it interesting, and we can learn something together along the way. San Francisco, this place was empty, but eventually it got bought by new management and redone. This is the reason I'm eating meat today, partially, because my apartment right over there was always downwind, so all I could smell was carnitas and chips cooking all day long. So eventually I broke down and I decided I had to eat it. Here's my old front door, $4.95. So this is where I've been living for the past 3 years and 3 months. Hopefully my new digs will be a lot more present. You know, it was beautiful, but it was also depressing. I don't know why. It kind of had a Barton Fink feel to it. You'll see. I'll show you some photos. Sweetie's Art Bar. This is where I used to go to have a drink with my coworkers on Fridays, or on Saturdays meet my internet dates. It's a beautiful little art bar. It's kind of cute. I would recommend it if you ever get the chance to go to 475 Francisco Street in San Francisco. So there it is, where I spent so much of my time. Francisco Street, where at one moment in my life everything came up Francisco Street. This is a building I helped do a bunch of renderings for when I was an independent renderer for Studios Architecture. I had some friends over at Studios where I used to work who were working on this project at First and Howard. You can see Jim Jennings was the consulting design architect on this project. It's really nice. You know, they got a series of 5-story podiums with 2 stories of more space on top of that to give the hat that San Francisco requires. All ready to go. It's time to get on the road. Leaving the farm here at Green Darner. So, check in with you guys soon on the road. When COVID came around, it made me realize that all the things that I wasn't happy with weren't really worth keeping in my life anymore. So I've decided to change my life and be mindful about how I'm spending it in a way that is not full of stress and pain and suffering. So hopefully I will be successful in that and move beyond materialism and time management to spiritual management and total body healing for me and for the rest of the planet. So I will be taking my trusty old Lexus Cookie Lee, my 93 LS 400, and with this U-Haul I will be carrying most of my junk back to Virginia, where my parents have been living for about the past 15 years. I'm originally from California, but I have moved around a bit. Finally came back to San Francisco because I wanted a big city architecture job again. So I did that. I had the posh architecture job with the right house, with the right commute, with the right everything, right neighborhood, and I was freaking miserable. It was terrible, so I've decided it's time to try something new. I hope you'll come along on the journey with me. Gas station, I'm just waiting for a lane to open up, and we'll get to see how bad or good the gas mileage is in Cookie Lee hauling a full trailer. So we shall see. I'll let you know. So I've been fasting all morning so I could get my blood work done before I left California at Kaiser here in beautiful Bliss. So desolate, Vacaville. Anyway, about to get on the road, and I think I'm just gonna have to give up on having blood work done today because they closed at noon. It's 2 o'clock now. I don't know if there's gonna be another one on the way, but I'll have to take a look to see if maybe Sacramento, but honestly I need to eat, so maybe it's not gonna happen. Oh well, the best laid plans. Alright, we're all set and ready to get on the road, going home to Virginia. Isn't that right, Cheese? Yeah, no comment. I know, you'd love this. So here I am in the drive-thru at In-N-Out for a last California experience. The drive-thru is absolutely made for both California and having a cat in the car that I can't leave. Looks like I'm getting about 13 miles a gallon, which is pretty crazy considering all the weight we're carrying, but we'll see how it goes. I decided to break down and get some animal-style cheeseburgers and fries. One last trip to In-N-Out. I've made it to Reno. We're outside of McCarran here in Reno, west side. Just about to head over across Nevada through the really nice roads. Like as soon as you could leave California, it's so much better. Oh my god, it's so smooth. And Cookie Lee is hanging in there, looking good, and we will be moving forward. Here we are. Today is the close of day, 25th of July, 2020. Heart of the COVID exodus from California and all over the world, as we all have to leave the cities and the suburbs to go to rural places and be safe. I hope you're safe. I hope you are well. I hope you are blessed. So here we are, way out on the eastern edge of Nevada, just about to get into Utah. It's July the 26th, 2020. It's a great big open plain, no doubt. Well, back on the road again. Hopefully my cat will chill out a little bit. I might have to get a hotel room at some point just to let him rest. He's so stressed. Anyway, see you guys soon. So, here we are. Made it to Great Salt Plains. And get back out on the road. Echo Reservoir, Utah, near Colville. Having a pretty good trip so far. It looks like a beautiful day. Thankfully now that we're up high it's not too hot. How are you doing, babe? Meow. How are you doing, buddy? You just don't want to hide? Is that it? You're gonna try and sleep some more? Yeah. You're gonna get the eye twitch going? You're really pissed at me, aren't you? For doing this? I'm sorry. Well, so my car seems to be developing a high-pitched whine that I'm hearing at high RPMs, like 4,000 to 5,000, which I don't normally do unless I'm getting on a freeway, but with the trailer, I'm doing it a lot, consistently upgrades, so it's a bit of a concern. Hopefully things go alright. I am overdue for a valve adjustment. It didn't get done last time I did the 90,000 and 30,000 mile service to do the water pump, the timing belt, the idler pulley, and all of the tune-up, full tune-up stuff. So, my bad, I guess. Hopefully that's not the problem. Hopefully it's an okay problem and the valve isn't just not closing all the way instead of actually being too tight. So, we shall see. I looked into doing that job myself, and it is a bitch, so just requires a lot of very special knowledge and some gauges. Anyway, hopefully we make it through okay. I'm in Wyoming right now. I just got into the state. This is Evanston at the Shell station. Okay, we'll keep you updated. Green River, Wyoming. This is some pretty amazing rock formations, huh? I love it. And see, coming here for a vacation sometime for photography, that would be awesome. Here we are at a rest stop in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming. Here. As you can see here, we got Mama Sage, rolling sage. I hope you can hear me. I don't know if I had the sound turned on. Anyway, we just spent the night in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and we're just about to hit on the road. It should be a pretty good trip, I hope. And hopefully Cookie Lee will be happier now that we're over the Continental Divide. Cheese will be, I'm sure, happier once we get there. Cheese is not very happy. Cheese is not enjoying travel. But went and stayed at a hotel last night just to give us both a break. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I love you all very much. Thank you, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, all you ancestors. I love you. Bye-bye. For Julesburg, right behind me, you can see. So we shall take a look upstairs. Let's check this thing out. Ah, Nebraska. Endless rolling plains. Oh, I miss the buffalo. The natives knew how to use this land properly. Unlike the whiteys. So to take a little break to get dinner at the halfway point, which is a tiny little town called Aurora in Nebraska. This is just like an average street, it seems like. Pretty quiet little Midwestern farming community, about which you might expect. Very lovely. We shall get on the road again soon. So, should be another, I don't know, 1,500 miles approximately to go, and then we'll be there. Maybe a little bit less. So here we are in downtown Aurora. Oh, it looks like I still have 24p on. Should really go back to the Superior 60p. Really sweet. They still have a brick road here in the middle of town, which is pretty amazing. Talk about going way back. Check out this awesome bank building. Isn't that sweet? Oh man. So classic. Now it looks like it's part of Heritage Bank. Something like that. You know, banks always come and go, but the bankers remain. We gotta get rid of them somehow. Poor Cheese. Such a hard time. I didn't sleep very well last night. Today is Tuesday, and it's probably about 7:30 in the morning. I woke up at like 4:30 after getting to sleep around 1, so I'm kind of tired, and we'll see how far I make it today. I looked at Google again, and it's showing me a faster route through 80 as opposed to taking the route through the south. Side of Ohio and then West Virginia, so taking a second look at that, and maybe I was hoping to make it there today, but I don't think it's going to happen. It'll probably be tomorrow sometime. Anyway, here we are in Illinois, the land of Lincoln, as they say. Looks very much like Iowa, but more expensive and more crowded with worse roads. So there you have it. I guess that's no surprise to anyone who's been here. Here we are in Ohio, and as my dad used to say, they sang in school when they were kids in Ohio, Ohio born and Ohio bred, and when I die, I'll be Ohio dead. So I don't know what else I could add to that. I mean, that kind of says it all, doesn't it? Ohio. Yeah. So I'm on hold with USAA Roadside Assistance because as I got out and looked at my car as I was getting gas at this roadside stop, I realized that I think probably when I went through the toll plaza exit leaving Indiana was really rough, really like a crazy rough ride, and I think I ruined my suspension. Check that out. Cookie Lee's riding way too low there. Almost on the ground with the chains. That's no good. So, yeah, it looks like I am stuck in Ohio for a while. I was really hoping to actually change the suspension before I took this trip, but I didn't have time. Typical. Trying to do too many things and not getting enough of them done. There's a lesson there somewhere, I think. Definitely. Well, hopefully I can actually get someone to answer my call, since this is during COVID and it's a very long wait. Well, I'm waiting for the first tow truck to come, and then I'm going to have to get the second tow truck to come, which still hasn't been confirmed, but has been ordered. So, I can get both of my shits out of this parking lot on the side of the highway. Fuck, man. You know, there were some giant potholes coming through Chicago and Gary, Indiana, where it was like mostly a good street, but then there was just like this giant hole in the pavement that swallowed an entire tire. So that could have easily killed it. Oh, that's life for you. Mwah. Blessings. You know, it's all just stuff. Honestly. I have half a mind just to like drop off the trailer and leave it here and say it was stolen. Say goodbye to it all, but then I don't know if that'd make my life easier or harder. I just don't. Probably doesn't matter. I mean, it's just material things, right? Yeah, don't be attached. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. Stuff will break, stuff will get fixed. Easy come, easy go. We'll get through. I'll get through, I guess. Even if I don't, I don't. That's okay. At least I'm moving on, you know. Well, so, turns out it's just the sheared off trailer hitch that was causing the problem and the weird ride height of Cookie Lee. So, thank goddess the car's at least not totaled. I will have to get a new tow hitch, probably try to weld that on if that's possible. If not, I'm going to have to try and find somebody else that can tow this thing. And I'm also going to leave this U-Haul under the care of the goddess of parking and traffic, and I pray that she will keep it safe. And if she doesn't, or I mean, even if, you know, something happens beyond her control, because we know we all are limited, even the gods and goddesses have limits. That's okay, it's just stuff, right? It's just my worldly possessions. And those all go away when you die anyway, so really, who gives a shit? Yeah, it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson. So I think I'm gonna go to a motel and drink some beer and decompress with my cat. Cheers. So, looks like no hotel again tonight, but that's okay, because the Roadways Inn that I reserved a place at looked horrible, and the guy was a jerk, and he insisted on a $15 fee for the pet, which is fine, but then he's like, cash only. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. And then complaining about the fleas, or actually he called them something, fleas? Something like that, that's what he said. So, and then he said my debit card was declined, but then I just took cash out on it, so who the fuck knows. But it's just as well. I don't have to get bed bugs there or whatever he's got going on. And no negativity and less money out of my pocket, so there's that. Hopefully tomorrow I can see about getting a new hitch installed and getting the trailer off the property. I got called by a state trooper saying it's going to get towed if it's not off there by tomorrow night. So we'll have to make that happen. One way or another, it's moving. And I got to find a place to put it, or get it towed out. Trying to do search for a long distance tow, that's kind of a bitch too. I wish it was easier to find. Have a good night. Well, I did something really dumb, apparently. I thought that my cat was cool enough to hang out and feel safe with the car, but apparently not, because he was doing that last night and then he's gone now, and I'm feeling really stupid, really stupid, because I know better, but oh well. He's microchipped, so, and that's all updated. Hopefully he gets found. Fuck. Here we are again. So I drove an hour out to Fort Wayne, Indiana today, to the U-Haul Hitch Superstore, and I went in there and looked at them, and they said, well, not only is their hitch guy out sick, if they were to order a hitch, it would take probably 9 days, and it would be the same hitch that I already had, which wouldn't work. So scratch that. None of that's going to work. Apparently the standard hitch for my car is not going to work. I'd probably have to get something at least upgraded or customized to fix the frame to where it mounts to. So, oh my fucking god. So after that, I took a drive back through the country again, back to where I parked last night in Refuge, and I left the windows and the sunroof open too much, and the cat got out, and I got him back in for a minute, and then he got out again, and now he's fucking gone. Probably lost out in the field somewhere. I mean, this is a big place, he's confused, he's lonely, he's scatterbrained from being in a car for 4 days, so that's all my bad. But I wish him really well, and I'm going to see if I can post a notice locally, and he's microchipped, so maybe that'll happen. God, I hope so. Maybe someone will find him. Prayers. Please pray with me. May Cheese find his way back to me. I hope so. And if he doesn't, I hope he has a great life on his own. So I'm just going to chill out here for a while. I'm trying to get a quote on towing the trailer all the way from here to Virginia, and that's in the works. They're supposed to call me back soon. Hopefully that happens quickly. Yeah, it's an exercise in patience. I must work on my patience. But it's hard, you know, especially when I just got a call that, you know, they've tagged the trailer and it's going to be towed in 48 hours otherwise. So, hopefully we can make that happen tomorrow. I'll talk to you again soon. Well, we're making a little progress. I tried calling multiple transport logistics companies, and I found a local one who was thankfully responsive. And I got a quote, so we're going to meet over there, and he's going to take the trailer soon. After I had a debacle at U-Haul, and that was completely a waste of time. I also tried going to a body shop and having them look at it, and they were like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna have to order the part. The problem, it failed. It was attached to a piece of aluminum, not a piece of steel, so that's a bad, it was not obviously the wrong hitch to begin with, even though I was told it was compatible. And no, it was not. So they'd have to get the parts, and they're 4 to 5 weeks out for booking, so that just sounds like a complete nightmare. So I think I'm going to not do that. And thankfully my darling father is going to help, so that's a big relief. Been hanging out here where I spent the night, and Cheese disappeared, hoping he'll show up again, but you know, he went through this thing at night where, you know, cats freak out and starts jumping around everywhere and goes completely berserk, and I think he got lost doing that. And now he's fucking lost, and I can't find him, and he seems to can't find me, so I'll be here until the tow guy calls me, and then I'll have to leave. But hopefully he gets found. He's microchipped. The Humane Society knows, so I have hope that, yeah. Well, you know, if you love something, set them free. If it comes back to you, they love you. If it doesn't come back to you, it's not yours. I don't know if that's really true. Cats freak out when you move them. That happens every single time, but, and I know he loves me very much. Yet, that's the limit of pet relationships, I guess, and the limit of my intelligence. Oh, we all have our moments, right? Well, here's hoping things go a little bit smoothly from here on out. Well, I'm back, waiting for the tow truck driver to pick up the trailer. Just as I was about to come over here, just as I was leaving where I took the last film, a cop was pulling up after me to try and tell me not to be there. So I got pulled over, and you know, because I went back to the scene of the crime where I'd spent the night to see if I could find the cat. Oh well, at least I didn't get a ticket. I just got a warning and was told not to come back or ask permission, and I'm like, no, I'm never going to come back, hopefully ever. Well, I didn't say hopefully, I said never come back. So, hopefully the tow truck driver will be here soon. God, I'm so exhausted at this point. Maybe I'll see if I can rest and get back on the road. Tomorrow morning, we shall see. Anyway, forward. We can only move forward. We can never go back. Well, here she is. And the trailer put on the truck. This will be over in a few days, I suppose. Anyway, we'll see. I thought I would be so happy to be back in Tidewater, Virginia, but I really am overjoyed. Boy, I had quite a night last night. After the trailer got loaded up, I was so pumped up with cortisol from everything that's been happening that I decided to just try to drive all the way through as quickly as possible and just get here without a problem again. Of course, you know, you get rushed, you get excited. When I stopped off at a Sheetz, and I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and all of a sudden I locked the keys in the car. And oh my God, what a story that was. Because I called for service, and I kept having, I guess there's something wrong with their new automated system, whoever is providing the service, and I put in like 5 requests, and they never went through, and they don't have any record of it. So I eventually had to kept calling around for local places that were actually open during COVID, because all the 24-hour places are often just regular hours now. Oh, so I just, you know, just got a sandwich and hung out at Sheetz at the gas station like it was a club for about 4 hours from, I don't know, what was it, 2:30 to 2:20 to 5:30, something like that. Anyway, it was way too long. 3 hours, I guess that is. But yeah, when it's 3 in the morning, that's not fun, and you're alone at a gas station in a strange state, low. But eventually I called, the third local guy I called, that was actually in the city and not in the next town. Even though he only did heavy equipment, he said he was willing to come out because all the other guys were closed. And he came out in like 15 minutes. We got it open, thank God. Then when we got it open, the immobilizer went off. I forgot how to redo the immobilizer, of course, by locking it and unlocking it. It took me like 10 minutes to do that because I thought it needed a jump or something. And then I don't have the code because it's a used car, so I couldn't even enter the code if I wanted to. So, sort of made it. I lost my cat, and I'm heartbroken about that. And heartbroken about a lot of other things. The state of the country, our messed up political system, COVID, my ruined career, my ruined friendships with my old boss. Anyway, time to rest. Hopefully this will be good. Check it out. I made it. We are here at the homestead. Oh, I'm so relieved to actually just have stopped running for a moment. Hopefully I can make a little safe space here. It's pretty safe, I think. And can make a new life. I'm looking forward to that. Take a deep breath, let it out, and be blessed. So, I do believe it's time for a little epilogue. I have landed, and we'll soon be working on getting settled in. But in the meantime, I'm really overjoyed to be back here. I'm out in nature. I'm away from the concrete jungle. All I hear are the insects and the birds and the wind, pretty much. I mean, there is a metal recycling place not too far away from here, but I rarely hear them. And, yeah. I never thought I would be so happy to live in a backwater, but welcome to these very interesting times we are in. That's how it goes, I suppose. So, I look forward to seeing you all in the future. May you be blessed. May you be fortunate. May you be lucky. May you be completely satisfied. May you be enlightened. And may you be completely at peace. May you be well. May you be joyous. May you be fortunate. May you be loved. Sending all my love, Valentine. Goodbye.